Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino Plays Jack 3. I'm going to press the up button right now, and I'm going to press it back down, because can we just analyze this little bit of, like, this kind of gif that's in front of us right now? He snaps his hand, and then they become freaking boneless tentacles. Let's watch that, and then he just slaps Daxter in the face, and then he's going to do this thing again. Where, oh, and then all of a sudden, no bones in his hands. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to press X now. We're going to start the game. Yeah, this will be the second of 3 new series that are going to grace my channel. By this point, you will have seen the first one, which is Ratchet & Clank. And, yeah. You know, I really, like, for this kind of theme that I got going on here, it really is just sort of like the mascots of the PlayStation 2 and, like, their third games, because their third games are always their best games. So that might give you kind of a guess as to what the third game is going to be. Mascot, PS2, amazing third game. But, yeah. I have lots and lots of love in my heart for all of these games. And so I shall play them because I feel that they need the spotlight once again. I am going to enable subtitles, just because sometimes some people prefer reading, some people are deaf. I still don't understand why they're there, but that's fine.
For heinous acts and crimes against the people, you are hereby banished to the wasteland for life.
This is a death sentence, Vigor. There must be another way.
Your protest was overruled. This dark eco-freak is dangerous. Now drop the cargo. This is an outrage. I am outraged beyond words. Although I do have something to say. Not everyone agrees with this ridiculous decree.
Yeah, we want a recount.
Oh, I see you wish to join him. Actually, we are not that outraged. Farewell, Jack. Stay out of the sun. Drink lots of water, if you can find it.
Jack?
Go back to the city, Dax.
I'm sorry. The Council is too powerful. There was nothing
I know.
You just stay alive, you hear me? That's an order. Someone will find you. I promise.
May the precursors have mercy on you.
Daxter!
Don't thank me. I'm only here because you wouldn't last a second without me. Okay, tough guy. You got us into this mess. Now you gotta get us out.
Ah, what a team we'll make.
Let's just get moving. But which way?
That way.
That way.
Oh, and I suppose you know where you're going, huh?
Better than you do, bent beak.
Let's just move.
This was all your stupid idea.
No, it was yours. Only a bird brain could have thought this one up. Let's go with him. We'll help together. You mean we'll die together? I can't believe the city hates us. We saved those lowlifes.
Jack, the city's divided. Reports say new Crimson Death bots are holding a vital section of the industrial area. My men are getting their asses kicked. The KG have a new leader. We're trying to find out who it is.
I'm afraid I've got more bad news. A large group of surviving metalheads have concentrated in another section of the city.
But we destroyed Core.
It appears the strongest metalheads have survived. The battle for the city has just begun.
The people are blaming you, Jack.
Right. Good plan, Jack. A nap would be nice. Just a teensy little rest.
This bird is overcooked.
The palace.
Report!
It's bad. The city's become a battlefield. Mechanized death bots have taken the industrial section, and the surviving metalheads have expanded their hold on the west side. We're losing ground on all fronts.
The Council's meeting tonight in emergency session. Rumblings about you, Jack. It doesn't look good. They think your friendship with Crew helped the metalheads get into the city.
You don't believe that, do you?
What's in the past is done. Right now, metalheads are assaulting the palace. They're looking for something, and I have no idea. Spargas.
Looks like we found some live ones. Barely. Here's the beacon we were picking up. Who gave you this? We'll take them with us. Let's move. I smell a storm coming.
All right. I'm going to press the start button. Wait, so it made me watch... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, I do have a loaded game. I'm not going to play it, but I do have it. I wouldn't have... Because it roped me right into the intro sequence, so I thought that, like, I had, in the past, deleted my save data, but I guess that's not the case. But we're going to do a new game anyway. It's going to be Game 2. I hope I can remember that. And I'm making a Game 2 and not overwriting Game 1, because I believe the precursor orbs that you collect in Game 1 carry over to Game 2. And I can use them to unlock, like, cheats and stuff. But not anything game-breaking.
I love water. Oh, yes. It's so good. Is it bad?
Well, you've come back from the dead, have you? And my monks were ready to pray for you. I am Damus, king of Spargas.
Spargas? Wait, nobody lives outside Haven's walls. Not a whole city.
Ah, yes. We are the Forgotten Ones. Haven City's refuse, thrown out and left to die. Just as you were. But now that you have been saved, your life belongs to the people of Spargas. And we will use it well, if it's actually worth anything.
Hey, that sounds like a bad deal.
You are in no position to deal. Out here, everything is either useful or dead weight. Prove yourselves worthy, or the desert will be your grave.
You need to work on making a better first impression.
In the unforgiving wasteland, we value strength and survival above all. We will see where you stand soon enough. Complete your training, then enter the arena. Just the bravest crawl out and are allowed to stay in Spargas. It's quite simple, really.
What happens to the ones that don't crawl out?
Then it will be as if we never found you.
I was afraid of that.
Hail, all citizens of Spargas! Welcome to the Arena of Death, where we get to watch other people wet themselves in fear. These halls will once again test two newcomers, each fighting to prove their worth to stay among us. Let's hear it for Jack and his obnoxious talking animal!
Pecker, there you are. Where were you?
Demos says I am to be his new counselor. He says my wisdom will serve him well. Oh yeah, and Demos also says that you two are likely to die in the arena today. And he hopes your death is very...
Will you stop that? Damus can talk for himself.
He is right. You will most likely die. And yes, Pecker is my new advisor.
Unlike you, some people appreciate my talents.
It beats working for a living. I saw a few of the fights earlier. Ooh, not a pretty sight.
Why, you little...
Let the games begin!
All right, let's get right into it. Yeah, start off with it. Oh, it looks like I got to do this thing again with the camera. Give me just a second for it to... I understand. Stop saving, please. Okay, options. Would it be under options or controls? Probably options. Camera options. Horizontal needs to be flipped. It's weird because in some games I flip it and some games I don't. It's like different games have different ideas of what flipped means. But this seems correct. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, yeah, we just run here and collect all the tokens. This is, you know, obviously the tutorialized section, and it's a very good one at that. But, yeah, I actually, in my history, because this game came out in 2004, I played Jack and Daxter the Precursor Legacy once, the first one. And then I skipped Jack 2 because I didn't have it, and I bought Jack 3. And this game is fantastic. Jack 2 is slightly less so. Oh, I forgot this one. Jack 2 is slightly less so, but this game sort of perfects what Jack 2 was had strived for in terms of making a complete 180 in the type of a game that it was. You know, because the contrast between Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy and Jak 2 is probably the most severe of, like, any game. Well, I mean, just in terms of the fact that I died in the lava in about 10 seconds doesn't mean that you should think that that, you know, is the height of my skill level. I am very good at this game. Well, I don't know why I always have to say that, but... Oh, that's right, we have to do this. Okay. And then we'll just keep, yeah, collecting these, and then eventually it'll give us a gun, and we'll have to do an arena fight, much like, you know, the Ratchet and Clank arena fights. But, these are a little different. You know, they control a little... Obviously, there's a way different games, and they control a little differently, but, you know, there are some similarities, and I enjoy each game for its individuality. Alright, easy.
The candidates have won the challenge.
That's right. We bad. You haven't forgotten what I taught you, Jak.
Anyone can make a few measly jumps. Now let's see how you rate against the living. Readjust the matterformers. Prepare the arena for full combat.
Prepare the arena for full combat.
I just said that.
I know, I was just adding, you know, how you do the thing with the... Anyway, prepare the warriors.
You mean we have to fight against actual people? With actual weapons? Who actually wanna hurt us?
Fine, bring them on.
All right, that's it. I wanna be on his shoulder.
Alright. So we start with a shotgun, and it is a really, really terrible shotgun. Probably one of the worst shotguns in any game. But that's okay, because we also have melee attacks. We can punch, we can kick. And, that is the sound of the floor being covered in lava. Yeah, I didn't think we could actually hit him from there. But we can collect these Dark Eco stuff, which, if we collect enough, we will turn into Dark Jak, which is a fantastic development that should always be strived for at pretty much any given time. Until such time as you become Light Jak, in which case you can obviously sort of flip-flop which ones you find to be more... Which one you find to be more valuable, and which one suits the situation you're in better. Yeah, goodbye, you. But, yeah, let's try for me to not die every single time. Okay, you were not supposed to move your sword down immediately. But you went and did it anyway, and I was caught off guard, and that is my excuse for that. Here we go, now we're Dark Jak. And then I fell in the lava. Luckily, I didn't die. Okay. It doesn't appear that, like, this is going down at all. But yeah, that works out. Dark Jak is fantastic with melee stuff. As I very poorly demonstrated in that section. But there's, yeah, you know, these crates drop ammo. And I'm almost dead, again. Which is really kind of sad, but... You know, it's been a long time since I played this game. I will get back into the swing of things. And then hopefully we'll be, you know, I'll be able to put on a better show.
Something you're not telling us, Animal Man?
He has been touched with Dark Eco, my liege.
Our boy here gets all mean and nasty when you piss him off. So don't piss him off.
Word to the wise. Ah, then he is dangerous, and that could be useful. Your bravery has earned you your first battle amulet. If you are victorious in 2 more arena fights, you will earn your citizenship to Spargas. Here is a gate pass to allow free passage in and out of the city. But beware, there is no true refuge outside our walls. The desert is less kind than I. And for your victory, a gun mod is your prize.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Hey, what do I get? Nothing, as usual.
Alright, I would assume that that does something to my shotgun. Oh, no! Oh, thank the fucking god. Okay, well, so technically I have 1 gun. But the mods are what make it take on different properties. So the yellow gun is more, you know, like a you know, long-range, single-shot type thing that we got going on there, which I am such a fan of. And if I kick and shoot... Well, okay, if I jump, kick, and shoot, then that happens, and that's cool.
Those were some sweet moves in the arena, boy. But a little more choke, and you would have popped, eh?
You talking to me?
Yeah, you talking to him?
No, I'm conversing with me sweet departed mom. Of course you borehead. You two are from the Big Smoke, eh?
Who's asking?
The guy who runs this place, that's who. Cleve is the name. You blokes stick with me, and I'll take care of you. In fact, I've got a job for you right now. Ride me leaper lizard here and catch a few of those little buggers that have been raiding me storerooms. Snag me 6 of them puppies, and I'll let you drive one of me racing vehicles. That is, if Damus ever lets you leave the city.
I think we can handle that.
No! I hate riding animals! They make me chafe.
Alright, let's go.
We have to find those kangaroos.
Alright. So you can kill civilians if you feel like it.
Where's one of those fuckers? Get him, Jack!
Nobody seems to really give a shit. I mean, they will actually start shooting at us, but not enough to make it make any difference whatsoever. But, you know, you don't really need to, you know, indulge your murderistic tendencies. Okay, there's that. I wish it took a little less time to eat them, because the other one has probably... Where the fuck? There you go. Why would I dismount the leaper? I am doing this job right now. There we go. Okay, but yeah, we got 4 more. I wonder if they'll continue to shoot at me, if they remember that I just killed like 4 of their best friends. You know, it was sort of on a whim, it wasn't really planned out, but, you know, I just saw people and... God damn it, get the fuck back here, you... This is like lizard side. Oh no, these are kangaroos, that's right, because they're not actual lizards. You know, the Jack and Daxter franchise likes to combine animals together and make new animals, which is nice. I enjoy that. You know, Daxter is an ottsel, which is a weasel and an otter combined, and then we got kangaroos, which are kangaroos and rats combined. And then we have this lizard, which is a lizard and, I guess, an ostrich, perhaps? But, that's just my guess. But yeah, we go find the 2 more kangaroos. These are regular rats, and you can kill those for dark eco and health, I believe. I don't believe we need any health, though. Although we might, if it carries over from the arena fights, but I don't think it does. Okay, there's a guy. Oh, I am fanatical. Fantastic. And there's another lizard, just in case this one died somehow by me running it off a cliff, I guess, would be the most ideal way. Oh, get your ass back here. There we go.
Not bad, blokes. Maybe me food stores will last a little longer now. If Deimos ever gives you a pass to leave the city, I'll let you take one of me rides for a spin. See you around, newbies.
Okay. Now we get off that, and we come over here. Hello. Something's supposed to happen here. There we go.
Check out these funny dudes, huh? Nice threads. I didn't know rubber was back in. What are you working on, monk boy?
It is none of your concern, animal.
Look, coloring book, we've had a hard week. Don't push it.
The arena shows all, Dark One. Hate consumes your eyes.
Great. Thanks for the tip.
It will destroy you, just as these precursors destroyed themselves.
It doesn't look like any precursor crap we've seen.
These artifacts are an abomination. One fell on the great volcano. We sent an expedition to the mountain, but my monks never returned. Ill tidings sing in the wind. I fear the remaking of the world is at hand.
I think you've been out in the sun a little too long. Let's go, Jack.
You must leave this place. Heroes think they can save the world when they themselves are lost. You could not possibly understand the dark forces at work here.
Don't talk to me about dark powers. I want to know what this is. Stand back.
Alright, puzzle thing that we've got going on. I actually don't mind the mini games in the Jack series. They have been fairly consistently not frustrating, which is more than can be said for some other games. You know, like even Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal has, you know, their hacking minigames that are very, very tedious, but this one, you know, really tests the cognitive limits of your brain by being able to look in 4 directions at the same time when you only got 2 eyes. But, yeah. And it gets very difficult near to the end here. But it's still fun. You know, you really get to test your reaction times. And even though it is sort of like a PS2 minigame, you know, people always, like, compare the quality of stuff. You know, back in the day, nothing measures up now that we have all this modern stuff. But there is always and will always be room for bringing the old stuff back, I believe. And it even holds up. And so, we're almost done. Okay, just like 7 more to go. I'd really like to not miss any, and it appears that that's going to be the case. Perfect.
You cracked it, Jack.
Don't touch it. Dark Eco.
Yeah, you're impressed now, aren't you? And Miss Preps.
Those are solid eco crystals. It has been passed down through time that they power the greatest of precursor technologies. Strange. It speaks an ancient dialect, the earliest precursor forms. Something about reclaiming this unfinished world.
Those look like coordinates. Like the ones from...
It is picking up a very powerful signal.
I don't think we're gonna like what this thing is yapping to.
Even you cannot save us from this, hero.
Hey, I'm the real hero here. You can call me Orange Lightning.
You may carry the color of our creator's animal, but we have plans to save ourselves. Stay out of our business. You and Orange Lightning are not welcome here.
Indeed. Oh, let me look at the cheats real quick. I wonder if some of the precursor stuff has carried over. Let me... Where would they be? Secrets, and then... A 0 available, 0 of 600 collected. Makes sense. We'll, you know, we'll rectify that as we get further into the game. By collecting more stuff. That is good for us. And, you know, again, not anything game-breaking. You can purchase, like, invisibility. It costs a shit ton of orbs. But there's stuff like that. You know, and even the stuff, like, this is the kind of stuff that even carries over into the Uncharted series, where, like, you can buy infinite ammo. You can get different weapon mods. I believe this... Yeah, I don't actually have any skull gems, because I haven't killed any metalheads. But you can play those things, and they give you little timed quests, and if you complete them, you'll get a number of orbs. A very low number of orbs. They're very, very rare. Like, you remember in Jak and Daxter 1, how common a precursor... There's one right there. How common a precursor orb was? There was, like, 200 per level or something, like, or 800. Yeah, there's 600 total in this massive, massive expanse of land here. And that's throughout all levels of the entire game. So, yes, they are very well hidden. And a lot of them require technology that we do not yet have, such as the jet board, which is like a hoverboard, which is like a skateboard. But yeah, there is a couple stuff we can get. And you see those pots up there. Sometimes there are skull gems in that. And sometimes there are precursor orbs in them. I guess we'll just see what the case is here. Just health and Dark Eco. Fair enough. But we'll go this way, because we're going to do our first car mission. And then depending on how long that takes, that might just be the end of this episode.
Well, if it isn't the newbies.
Keep yapping, Jelly Boy. We'll see who...
Bite your bum, rat face, or I'll pound you.
Oh, great stink of the precursors. I got 2 words for you. Toothbrush.
Nice rides.
You like what you see? We use these babies to make runs into the deep desert to retrieve artifacts. Tough wheels for tough work.
You said we could use one.
I did, didn't I? But not one of those. Those are for the big boys. You can use that one.
What a runt!
Seems to fit you.
Get in, Dax. I'll drive.
Care to wager a little something on a race, then? If you win,
I'll let you keep that little vehicle for as long as you live. And if I win,
I don't have anything.
I'd say that yappy rodent of yours is a bit bony, but skinned and buttered, he'd make a nice treat. My vehicle against him.
Forget it, buddy. Jack would never...
Done. What? Don't worry. If there's one thing I can do, it's race.
Okay. This is a really, really shitty car. Which makes sense given that it is basically the tutorial car, and this section will teach you how to drive it. Square to brake, and it will actually teach me how to drive it as well. Because I damn well don't remember. Okay, hold square to reverse. Indeed. Then we'll go over this way. Yep, L1 to jump, great. I love it when cars can jump and it's not difficult. Well, that was pretty pro. I'm proud of myself. And that's basically all of driving, I would assume, unless there's more. This car does not have guns. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why I thought that was brake. Is it because I've been playing Mod Nation Racers? I think so. And yeah, that's how you turn without moving. And now we're going to get to the race portion. And it's going to be fun. Even though racing in this game is a little clunky, it still works relatively well.
Let's do this. Here we go.
Okay, you guys can all get out of my way while I just sort of get in first here. Might as well. The problem, well, besides that, is that if your wheel hits the ground in a weird way, even one that you can't actually foresee, it will spin your vehicle out of control basically instantly. And there's not a lot you can do about it. Like that. Like, it's very easy to just lose control of the car. So that's really the only complaint I have about the racing section. But, yeah, that is basically... I mean, it is kind of a big one, isn't it, though? If these races are gonna be ruined by, you know, your wheel, like, sticking into the floor and then losing itself, then that's pretty unfortunate. But what can you do, you know? It's a relatively old game. It's been 10 years, hasn't it? 2004. Yes, indeed. But that's okay. And I'll try a little harder to actually not only use the turbos, but acquire them in the first place, because I have not been. But it's almost kind of not worth it in some instances, because when they hover above those jumps and you try and get them, you know, you'd spin out as soon as you hit the ground. Maybe it would have been better to just not do that. But that was okay. And we're doing fine catching up to him anyway. But yeah, you can see the map in the bottom right-hand corner. It's very Crash Team Racing style, which, you know, they're made by the same people, so what do you expect? And it works fine. It worked fine there. It works fine here. Alright, give me that. And then I would assume that the water slows you down, which would be why I tried to, like, sort of jump over it. Oh, this could be bad news. Oh, it is. Oh, it is bad news? Oh, that's great. Okay, get the hell out of my way. Please don't. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's still one lap. I always do that. I always think that, like, the second lap is the last lap, and I don't know why that is. I mean, this seems like a relatively short track, because it is, but, like, we're not traveling very fast. Like, this isn't like 150cc. This is 50cc right here. If you're, fucking hell. That is the issue. And it's not really something that you can correct. Get the hell out of my way. And the problem is that their wheels have spikes on them, so if they, like, try to, like, sideswipe you or whatever, there's not actually, like, sideswiping, but they can, like, hit you with their wheel, and then you lose health. The health is in the green, is my green bar, and that is what that is health. And, yeah, your car can be destroyed if they were so inclined as to destroy it for you. Which would be very, very unsportsmanlike of them, but, you know, this is the wasteland, and these are these kinds of people. Alright, let's do this. Good. Great.
Enjoy it for now, Skimmer. I said you could keep the vehicle for as long as you live. Well, we'll see how long that is, mates.
Yeah, and as such, he sends people to forever attack us as long as we are in the desert. And that's probably the biggest pain in the ass when it comes to driving out here. Especially since they have bullets that shoot. And, yeah, as long as you're in the desert, they will continually spawn out of nowhere. And pretty much, be, you know, intent on ruining your day. But then, you know, just come in here and then everything's fine.
Nice wheel work. My advisor here says you have vehicle skills.
I can hold my own.
This one will be of use to us, Deimos. I think you should keep him for now.
Can it, Pecker?
There are a number of artifacts to be found in the wasteland. Fresh storms churn the sand and reveal items that have been buried for centuries. Take the vehicle and find as many items as you can before the storms come again. And one more thing. If you get caught in the storms, they will tear the flesh from your very bones.
Oh, great. Thanks for the pep talk.
Okay, well I'll do that next episode, but that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And it is like a new series, so any sort of beneficial forward likeage that can be done would be very appreciated. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.